question is about the Casa Quenelle created by Juan Pablo Barrios. I chose this because I really enjoy environmental factors within architecture that blends seamlessly with the environment around it, with the sustainable aspect with it. Because I feel like we should have more architecture like that, especially to replace it with modern architecture. Because in my opinion, I don't really enjoy like white plain modern marble architecture all that much, and it gives character. And I feel like our world probably should go in a more sustainable pathway into our future buildings and stuff. And I feel like this is a good example of what we could be doing or should be doing for like other places, even though it is expensive, but maybe in the future we can achieve that. So I'm going to go over the Casa Cuneo in general, the architectural and concept the architectural concept and design, the spatial and material characteristics, which is really important since this is a fairly unique design, and Juan's Pablo's Barrows, because there's not much to find on him online, but this like structure really spoke to me, so I was taking a chance with it. So I'm just gonna go more in depth about like his ideologies within architecture and his beliefs and philosophies that he has, which shows within this design. The Casa Canal was built by Juan Pablo Barros and it's located in Guatemala. The contemporary house is designed with a deep connection with nature, and his philosophies with um, Mayan Mayan traditions was deeply rooted within like his inspiration for this. Barros was inspired by it due to the astrology sign Quenelle, which represents seed life and creation, making the structure inherently just very earthy, and he wanted it to look like it kind of organically came from the earth in a way. And he considered adaptable features, craftsmanship, and sustainability. First topic I'm going to go into is the architectural concept and design, which is the design choices and meaning behind them. Barros Barros's Casa Cornell build is a good example that of architecture that seeks integration rather than imposition. And with this build, it like symbolizes growth, creation, and life, which more places I feel like should incorporate definitely. Um, he was trying to seek like blending seamlessly with Guatemala's beautiful aspect and agricultural traditions in order to like still have Guatemala's beauty within it and also a beautiful, comfortable structure that anyone would enjoy if they were to like nature and care about the environment around them while like being in a beautiful house because I would love to live here personally. Um, he doesn't attempt to dominate the landscape and definitely did a great job with merging the Casa Canal into the environment around it. Because if you were to look at it from above, it's basically invisible unless you're looking hard at it. The design principles that he chose is contextual integration. The house's design the house's design is almost invisible from above, which helps allow the mountains to slow down into a natural, infinite grass plain, ensuring it doesn't disrupt the surrounding environment. And he also integrated eco- e- ecological responsiveness. The design of the Casa Canal embraces flexible architecture, allowing the house to respond to the environment around it, as well as the adaptability helps ensure that the house remains functional over time because they have multiple sliding doors, which kind of fit within the different seasons. You can kind of integrate the outside with the inside and just I already know that would be very peaceful and calming to the human's mind and body. The house features like three layered curved sliding doors, which was crafted by Kaoba, which is like a company that builds like very detailed things. Like, so that definitely raised the price of this place, but it was very worth it and very important to this design. I'm sorry. But the movable elements of glass, lattice, and solid materials help offer flexibility with the indoor and outdoor experience of the Casa Nail. I'm so sorry. But spatial and material characteristics is very important to this building, and I feel like it definitely should be like emphasized. So the Casa Canal, like within the building, they try to make sure that this was a very sustainable build all the way through from construction to how it's going to be within the future so it doesn't ruin the environment around it. The central courtyard features like a space for seasonal activities such as laying out a local harvest and coffee bean and corn place during like the different seasons, showing how much that he tried to integrate Guatemala's agricultural traditions within this house. So it's not just kind of a selfish rich person's place. He's trying to like make it more within the tradition and showing that he cares about Guatemala's environment. And he also has very flexible interior spaces, which about every room is designed to be adaptable, featuring the same layered sliding doors you would find in most of the rooms, which helps you interact with the landscape. You can just go outside for a second or just have the sliding doors open. You can just feel the warmth or the coolness depending on what season. And you can just be in the comfort of your own home while also enjoying the environment around you and being connected to nature at the same time because you are basically underground in a way, like all the way encapsulated within the environment around it. So this is an example of the living room. As you can see, like if you were to open the doors right there, you could just step right out from the living room. Like you could just chill out there and feel very connected. And it has a very earthy color palette, which definitely helps blend it into the outdoors. And it's kind of hard to see, but if you look on the right hand side, those are the panels that was created by that one company, which kind of gives it a more true to material aspect to it, which is really nice and important, especially with that one piece of like wood that they cut off to make like a table. That's definitely integrated, and I'm pretty sure that they got that from the outdoors because they use local materials in order to build this place. And I don't know, I really like it. I feel like this would be very cozy. Um, Material characteristics are very important because the materials he used and the way how he got them is detrimental to this design, in my opinion. Um, since Barrios wanted a sustainable build, he blended the Casa quenelle with the earth, and he wants to treat the earth in a way that most architectural businesses or companies usually don't. And he was trying to he did. He used locally sourced stone, timber, and concrete, and it helped reinforce the building within the land. And I feel like that's a lot better than people like shipping wood from all the way across the states, which uses a whole bunch of gas. And it's much better if you just get it right near you and then you just replant the tree and all that, which definitely shows how dedicated he was to sustainability, along with the curved bricks that they produced on site, because that kind of reduces waste. You're not like guessing how much you need. You're able to make it right there and then, so you're not wasting materials. And yeah, and it shows how dedicated they are to the construction. And with the with them having resources on site, it just shows that they care more throughout the whole entire process. They also had handcrafted millwork from Coaba, which which is a Guatemala company that specializes in woodwork and willwork. They created a custom sliding doors, which is in almost every room, wall paneling, and the furniture. And those designs help blend in the modern look with the natural aspect of the house, which was a crucial part of the adaptation architecture of Casa Quinel. I'm unsure about how much this cost because Barrios never made it public and I can't really find it. But considering that it was millwork along with locally sourced materials, it could have been more expensive, so it's likely on the high end with its price range. I wish I could figure out how much it was, but I'm sure it's up in the millions, definitely. This is an example of the outside. As you can see, it's like very blended into the trees and the nature, and they have grass on the top of the building, which makes it completely invisible. And it'll just be beautiful to wake up to that view, seeing that mountain in the back. And I feel like the white in it definitely makes it pop. It doesn't make it look dirty. It makes it look seamlessly into the whole environment around it, and I love it. Um, I'm going to talk about Juan Pablo Sparrows. I wasn't able to find much information on him due to him not being super known or very public about what he creates. I wish I knew more about him because I really appreciate this work that he did. But I'm gonna go over what I know from what I've read so far. Um, he's not all that known. At least I'm pretty sure he's not that known since I can't find too much on him, and I could only really find this one building that he created. But they say that he does create other things. It's just not publicly known, and I wish I knew because I really would talk about them more because I really appreciate his work. Um, he is an architect that's known for sustainable design, particularly in Guatemala. Within his work, he emphasizes integration with nature and uses local materials in order to make the construction process even more sustainable, so they don't have to waste materials. He tries to challenge traditional architecture, as you can see, with blending it in together, which most places kind of make the building pop out rather than have the environment pop out, which is I really appreciate. Um, and he kind of showed a new way of building with respect to the environment around the build. And I'm pretty sure with his philosophy used within Casa Quinel, that he probably uses some, I don't know how to say it, but his philosophy, I'm pretty sure he uses that for about anything with connecting like deep physiological like aspects into his work. Um, this is kind of the inside where that one circle is that you can see through. The sun just shines right through it, and you can just see that beautiful tree. And I really like it. These are my sites and sources. I use this one website that just had a whole bunch of photos with the Casa um, Quinail in it, so I just put that one link there. Um, and thank you for listening to my presentation. I used a template from SlidesGo. I didn't make this, but I did replace the original images that the template gave me with the images I put in my cited sources. But thank you.